England versus Wales, a game that I said I had no clue what was going to happen, delivers a pretty rubbish fest that was eventually won by Wales, which is against what I said I thought England would win. But yeah, let's have a look, see how Wales won, have a look at the game. Again, I've got my Welsh flag on behind me in kind of celebration for Wales winning, because I really didn't think they would. But yeah. So I'll go over the scoring first. So England went ahead pretty early, 6-0 with 3 Marcus Smith penalties, before Wales managed to claw it back to 6-all through halfpenny penalties, and then England scored another penalty through Smith to make it 9-6, which the score was at half time. So low scoring, probably a bit slow, a bit boring. Reece Samet was denied a try, which I think was wrong. I think it was very similar to the Darcy Graham one for Scotland, and the Darcy Graham one was given, the Reece Samet one wasn't. So, if you either give both or you don't give either. I think you can't give one but not the other. I mean, I know it's completely different referees and all that, but on a whole, they were very similar. Kick down, they both grounded it. The ball looked like it bobbled kind of in their hand as they went down, and there was argument, was there separation, was there not? I didn't think there was for either. I think both should have been tries. Darcy's was given, Reece Samet's wasn't, but, yeah. After that, though, second half comes out and Wales score 14 unanswered points through tries from both Gareth Davis and George North, and both converted by Lee Halfpenny to win 20 points to 9, which both tries were good work. The first one especially, really good team try. Second one was just North spotting a gap right down on the 5 metre line and just going straight under the posts. Great from Wales. That'll be a great builder, hopefully, for them to start building on, especially with Australia struggling so much. They will really now be eyeing up that pool. I didn't think Wales would even go through the pool stage. I said Georgia and Australia would go through, but form's saying otherwise. It might be Wales and Georgia that go through. I probably will do an updated World Cup predictions after all these warm-up games, because then we have a better idea of form. Yeah. So what exactly went wrong for England? They just couldn't do much. So many stupid errors. They had something like was it 15? 16, something like 15, 16, 17 knock-ons. So that's basically averaging a knock-on every 5 minutes or so from England, which is horrendous, especially from a team who should have the high standards that England do. You hear, England's getting ready to win the World Cup, England want to win the World Cup. Not if they play like that. They won't even make it. Well, they probably will, because Japan are doing nothing, but they won't do much. I mean, it is only their first game. Everyone seemed to be fairly sloppy in their first game. So, maybe after a couple more warm-ups, the England and Wales are playing again next week at Twickenham, I think, so maybe that'll be the other way around, who knows. You hear the arguments, especially from the England camp, of we played a B team, but so did Wales. So your B team lost to Wales's B team, so isn't that kind of null out that? Both teams played a slightly weaker team, and it showed, to be honest. You could see the lack of experience from both teams, but yeah, it was a bit of a calmer down from the Scotland-France beforehand, which was high intensity excitement both halves. France going 21-3 up at half time for then Scotland to claw back and win it. It was quite a calm down watching that game. And then there was obviously the Ireland game afterwards, which I will cover in a bit. But yeah, that's really all I've got to say. Great for Wales. England were absolutely abysmal. I think that might have been one of the worst England performances I've ever seen. But yeah, we'll just have to see with both these teams who can turn this around. Can Wales now build on this? Can England turn it around in time for the World Cup? But yeah, that's all really I've got to say. If you enjoyed, subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you.